Maybe I think maybe address what happened yesterday. You know, what's the club's message to the fans, and why did you feel it's important for you to come and address the fans?
Well, we're very disappointed with what happened yesterday with the fans, and we must say with the group of fans who decided to behave in the way that they did. And we must say thank you to our fans who are behaving responsibly, because we have responsible fans, but certainly very disappointing conduct. And for us, it's to say we condemn the violence. You know, the club does not condone violence. You know, it's so unfortunate that after all the work that the club has done, we've signed 10 players. There's been a real transformation and a revival, not only in the personnel, but you can see in the playing style, in the team. And we're saying to our supporters, it's time to really rally together and support. Be together with the team, and let's work to go together towards really achieving our objective. So very disappointed about yesterday, and really saying to our supporters, can we come with an understanding that we as South Africans must understand that violence is not going to solve our issues. And while we might be angry and not understand situations, we rather need to sit together and collaborate. And really, we are looking to our supporters to be supporting our team, particularly when we're going to battle. You know, going to a game like we're facing this weekend, the expectation is, regardless of the result, we want to see supporters saying to the team, we rally behind you, you know, supporting the coach, supporting the players to do their jobs.
This comes just after there was a sanction from the PSL around something similar, and also I think there's a ban that is currently, in fact, that part of that sanction is also still running, and also I think as part of the previous sanction also you had to release a message to the fans in terms of education, and you've been through this. The chairman has been here before. You've also been also asked to run some educational programs. How frustrating is this? Because you've done everything, but it's not changing.
It's very frustrating what's happening, and the club has done a lot of things, sent messages, engaged with our support base at a structural level, it communicated on all the issues. It certainly is very frustrating, and the worst thing is it's also costing the club a lot of money, you know. And for me, it's not a Chiefs issue, it's a South African issue. Yes, it's happening at a Chiefs game. What happens when it happens at a Bafana game? What happens when it happens at a rugby game? We need to understand, our fans must understand that we need to support the teams, and the violence does not work, you know. Right now, obviously, we will wait to hear from the league, but certainly 2 weeks ago, suspended, sentence, and now we're going to have to pay that fine, you know. It's not about the costs only, it's just about how the industry is being impacted, you know, and it's going to require industry changes, and for us to really sit down as an industry and say, how are we going to work and make this work? Because it's not about just fining Chiefs. At the end of the day, we're going to have to find a solution to deal with the culprits. And I'm also asking for the police to do their work. I'm asking for away teams to do the work. I mean, it was difficult. No sound was available at the stadium on the day. How do we deal with violent situations if the host team does not have the infrastructure there for us to deal with the emergencies? But also, as a league, we need to sit down. As federations, we need to sit down and say, how do we take the violence away from sport? We say racism must go out of sport, violence must go out of sport.
Yes, I'm looking at Kaizer Chiefs being big on branches. Are the branches coming to the party and making sure that they disseminate the relevant information to the structures throughout the country?
Certainly, we've been working with our branches, we're working with our supporters who are willing to engage, and I must say thank you to the branches who have been sharing the message, working with their support base, and making sure that they rally our supporters around the team. But it's a bigger problem, and I'm just saying let's work together to make sure that we eradicate this.
Where's the disconnect lastly from me? Because we've seen in Chiefs the brand Love and Peace, and obviously I think maybe they are just not angry at the coach and what's happening. It's maybe after seasons of no silverware. And where do you think the disconnect has been? Because like you said, you've backed the coach in this transfer window, but then yet the fans are still impatient.
I think the issue is instant results. People don't want to follow the process. And I think if you look at what we've done, you can even see our football is different. The energy is different. It's about allowing things to happen. We're not building for short-term success. It's long-term success. And I think also there's also just a bad element Because anybody can wear your jersey, come into the stadium, make a ruckus and cause problems, you know. So there's also a bad element in the space. And also just people being emotional. I understand people are facing challenges in their lives, but I think to put the anger out the way that they did and continue to is very destructive. Not just for the game, you know, for South Africa as a country, a sporting nation.
Have you had a chat with the chairman, and how does he feel about this thing constantly happening? Because I mean, he's well respected, and I'm sure his opinion will carry a lot of weight.
No, the chairman is certainly very disappointed that this is what we're facing, particularly after such a sanction that we've had and all the issues that we face. And his call is for supporters to support the team, to support the coach, to support the players. You know, I've always said also, allow this team to do its work. Don't judge it on what's happened in the past.